What's up, guys? Today I'm just gonna be going over my OS collection and show off all the different operating systems I have, and kind of just what I have. I don't have a lot, but it's a little bit. So to start off, I'm gonna do this. This is all the Windows 9X stuff that I have. So let's start off with the 2 copies of 95 that I have, Windows 95. I'm gonna be doing Windows stuff first and then non-Windows stuff in a minute. So, these 2 copies of Windows 95 I got from a family member of mine. He generously just gave them to me. I was on vacation and we stopped by and saw him and he just gave me a whole bunch of stuff. So, this is just a upgrade copy of Windows 95. I think it probably came with a box, but I only have this. I don't have the box, and there's that. I just probably leaked the product number, so that's cool. And yeah. And then I have this copy of Windows 95, which is very interesting. Comes with a boot disk. I don't know if it could have been with this. I don't know. But yeah, I have a boot disk, and I have a copy of, it looks like OEM copy of Windows 95 with USB support. So that's pretty interesting. And I don't know what's on the back of it. It's just the normal Microsoft thing. And yeah. So there's that. Windows 98 for PC without Windows. I think an OEM version or something like that. It's just your usual Windows 98. Pretty cool. And yeah. Windows Me. Windows 98 also came from my family member. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. Windows Me here. Very cool. Just their usual Windows Me English version. Upgrade copy, so probably came in a box at some point. This is also the original case for it. And then I have this. This I got off of eBay. I wanted this because I saw Michael MJD's video on it. And on the Russian copy of Windows XP. So I think it's like $11 on eBay. And yeah, it's literally a Russian OEM copy of Windows Me. The whole disc is is in Russian. I don't know if you can see it. The product key is and it's in English, but everything else is in Russian. So it's kind of cool to have. I have not unsealed it. Yeah. So there's my Windows 9X, part of my collection. Very cool. Now I will show my Windows NT, part of my collection. So, first off, we have a Windows NT XP, that era. First off, we just have a normal OEM copy of Windows 2000. Literally just your usual OEM copy that's a little beat up. I also got this from a family member. From the same family member. This is probably the oldest, or I think my first part of my collection that I got. Just an OEM copy of Windows XP. Very basic. Doesn't even come with a product key, but it's just Windows XP Professional Service Pack 2. Yeah. And you have this. You've already seen a video on this, probably. It's just your usual Windows Server 2003 that I already made a video on. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. And yeah, so there's that. Now moving on to Windows Vista and Windows Vista related products. We have this. First off, we have Windows Vista Home Basic. Just your usual Windows Vista Home Basic. I made a video on this already. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. I might make a newer video installing it because that was crappy, but if you want to see that, let me know. I also have, this is probably one of the most interesting parts of my collection. I have a Windows Server Longhorn Beta 2 copy from Microsoft TechNet, and I have a product key with it too, but yeah. This is literally just your standard copy of Windows Server Longhorn. Or not standard, whatever, beta copy. I don't know why I said standard. All of this, I got off of eBay. And, of course, the Windows Server 2003 I got off of eBay. And yeah. So there's that. And this, I also got from eBay. This is a sealed copy of Windows Vista Beta 2. Now, I would show you the back, but the back has a shipping label, not mine, someone else's shipping label, and out of respect for privacy, I don't want to show that. So, but yeah, wait, let me see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to show without, and I don't want to necessarily take it off because I don't want to ruin the seal. But it's fully sealed. It's just your standard copy of Vista Beta 2. So there's nothing special about it. But yeah. Other than, of course, than it being Beta 2. Now on to the Linux stuff. I'm just going to do this, just show everything I have Linux-wise, because it really is not that much. But yeah. So first off, you guys have already seen this. It's just Red Hat Linux. I'm not going to unbox it. Yeah. If you haven't seen a video on this, you should go see that. It's where I install it on a cheapest satellite. I think a 4005 CDS. And yeah. And then that I got from a family member of mine as well. Or the same family member that gave me everything else. And yeah. And I have a whole bunch of Ubuntu CDs. I got these for my birthday this year from a friend of mine. Very cool to have. Yeah, so we can start off with Fedora. It's just your usual Fedora CD, Fedora 8 from 2007. Very cool. Yeah. It's just Fedora, very basic. I don't know if it came with it. I don't know if this came with anything else. I didn't get it, but did it originally come with something else? I don't know. I haven't done the research. I don't care about Fedora enough. And then we have the two Ubuntu copies, 9.10 and 8.10. I really like these because I've always wanted some. So I'm very happy my friend got me these. It's just your usual Ubuntu 9.10. Of course, you know, you can legally copy it. We're not like Microsoft. We don't take your money type situation. And same with this. I think this one's a little bit cooler. But yeah. If you want to see, once again, if you want to see videos on any of these, please let me know. And yeah, just your usual thing. And here's the two Ubuntu copies I have. 9.10, which goes along with this. And an 8.04, which does not go along with this, but it's close enough. So, you know, they're very similar to the Ubuntu one, because it literally is Ubuntu with a different desktop environment. And then, of course, Kubuntu 8.04, different from that. But yeah. Just Kubuntu. And yeah, so there's that. There's my Linux stuff. And I have one more thing to show you guys. This big guy. Now you may be wondering, Landon, why are you showing me a textbook? Because, you might see it says Minix, the Minix book, and everything. This literally comes, this book, it's a very cool textbook. I like reading it. I've been reading more modern operating systems, more than this one, which I also have it. I got this for Christmas from a family member, not the same one. But yeah. And so it literally comes with a copy of Minix 3. This might be one of the coolest copies of an operating system I have. Because how cool Minix 3 is. How important it was in the making of Linux, and how, you know, how fun or how interesting it was, you know. This is obviously, or not obviously, I have not unsealed this. This is still in its thing. I don't know if I plan on unsealing it or not. Probably not at this point. But yeah, very cool to have. And you can see if you just turn a few pages, you actually have quite a bit of the source code listing. So like, it literally just has source code on a, oh, and it shows you how to install it. It literally just has source code on it. And it talks about the implementation of it and everything. Very cool book. Definitely one of my favorite books. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. And show. I don't really have anything else other than my own personal copies of, or my own copies of my own operating system. Which I may do once I get TestOS fully released, I can do a video on that, showing all the crap I've done to make it feel cool. But yeah, if you want to see a video on any of this stuff, please let me know, and I'll see if I can do a video on it. Mostly for the sealed stuff, I don't really plan on unsealing it, but depending on the attention it gets, I may do. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. If you want to see anything, let me know. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.